Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now there are 52 participants. I can wait for about 5 minutes to 40. For examinations, okay? And for other tools, we will place some pictures, okay? Only certain tools are available in our department. We showed the tools to you in the last class. And there are some other tools which is not available, and we will display the pictures of those tools. So anyhow, you have to study the entire tools which you have learned in the subject, farm management tool. And so as the first question, you have to identify the tools. Okay, the identification consists of high marks. So high proportion of marks. And then there will be some questions regarding the tools. You can guess the questions. That will be what is the advantage of the tools, for what purpose we are using the tools, and for when using some tools, there may be some of the disadvantages like pain. The tools may cause some of the infections and all those things. So you must know the disadvantages as well. So only 3 type of questions can come. Okay, first you have to identify the particular tool, and you have to know the application. So advantages and disadvantages. Sometimes they may ask the substitution. So instead of this tool, what tools we can use? For an example, when we are using ear tags, there are advantages and also some of the disadvantages. Can anyone tell what is the disadvantage of using ear tags? Ear tag, no.
Tag can be fall down.
Ah, yeah, that's correct. Tag can fall down. Yes. 2020 AG 006. That's correct. Tag can fall down and no clear visuals. Yes, we have to move close to the animals to read the tags. So we can substitute the tags with some of the other identification methods. Okay, we can use microchips instead of tags. And the microchips also have some of the problems, but it's somewhat better than the tags since it is somewhat modern. And infection, one person said infections, that is for the surgical knives and all those things, okay? That means when we are using the surgical knives for the castration purpose, what will happen? We are going to cut the body of the animal. So that can result in some of the infections if there is any microbes or any some of the dangerous organisms present on those knives. Okay. Normally, when we are using some of the other tools like for branding, also the infection is possible. Okay, when we are using brandings and all those things, sorry, branding equipments and surgical knives, infection is possible. But ear tagging, that is not that much. Okay, the main problem is it may fall down and we have to move close to the animal to read the tags. And I think Sir showed some of the important equipments also like trocar and cannula, teeth block, CMD test. Okay, note those equipments and their functions. Okay, almost I told all the questions that can possibly come to your court examinations. Okay, today we can study some of the calculations. Very simple calculation. Today also it's just a 1 hour class. Okay. Can everyone see the slides?
Yes.
Read the questions and try to do the sum. First, note the questions. Okay, a farmer is supposed to maintain an integrated farming on his 0.5 hectares of land. The following components are available in his farms. Okay, cattle 20, goat 10, swine 10, rabbit 20, and there are 100 layers. Note this. Okay, so the area available for the farmer is 0.5 hectare. And these are the amount of livestock which he is planning to rear. Cattle 20, goat 10, swine 10, rabbits 20, and layers 100. Okay. So now you have to get the assumption for the land area. So for a cattle, you need 20 square feet, goat 20 square feet, swine again 10 square feet, rabbit 5 square feet, and layers 2 square feet. So all these areas included the water, feeder space, and all the other necessary equipments and materials needed for those livestock. So in poultry, next box also included within these areas. So I'm again reading cattle 20 square feet, goat also 20 square feet, swine 10, rabbit 5, layers 2. Actually, it's just an assumption. That's why the cattle and goat need the same area, but in practicals, cattle need more area. Okay. So he's planning to rear the coconut in 0.5 hectares and banana in 0.2 hectares. And please note the conversion units. 0.7 square feet is equal to 1 square meter. Okay, now you can start to do the sums. And one more conversion, 1 hectare is equal to 10,000 meters squared. So there are two conversions. You have to calculate the area that is needed for all these livestock as well as crops. That is your question. So there are two conversions. First you have to calculate everything in the square feet, then you have to convert it to hectares. Okay. First conversion 0.7 square feet is equal to 1 square meter, and the second conversion 1 hectare is equal to 10,000 square meters. Okay, all of you have to do the sums. Okay, I will check the responses of 56 people. It's possible, okay? Because I can download the chat and I can check whether all of you have answered or not. So please all of you do the questions and write the answers on the chat box.
Ma'am,
Yes,
ma'am, only first slide is only visible.
first slide only. Just wait for a second. Now can you see the questions?
Yes, ma'am. First slide.
Okay. Now second slide is visible or not? Assumptions for
No, ma'am.
okay. There are some technical errors. Is it visible now?
Now, okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
So write the assumptions about the areas: cattle, goat, swine, rabbit, and lambs. So cattle 20 square feet, goat also 20 square feet, swine 10 square feet, rabbit 5 square feet in layers, 2 square feet. So all these area include some of the basic accessories and equipments like waterer, feeder, as well as next box in case of poultry. Okay. So this is just a continuation. And coconut 0.5 hectares. The farmer is also planning to grow coconuts in area about 0.5 hectare and banana 0.2 hectare. So the conversion factor 10.7 square feet is equal to 1 square meter and 1 hectare is equal to 10,000 square feet. Okay, we have to calculate the area that is required for all. Okay, cattle, goat, sheep, swine, and also add it with the crops and find the total area that is required by the farmer. Okay, only okay, only 4 or 5 people are now actively answering. I already said I want the response from 56 people. Note 68, correct. 2020, note 90, the answer is correct, okay. Okay, don't separately put the area for the livestock and crops. You have to add both and you have to give the answer. 2020 AG 156, your answer is correct. 2020 AG 161, okay, correct. 2020 AG note 54, correct answer. 2020 AG note 72, note 84, correct answer. 2020 AG note 62, correct answer. 2020 AG 108, correct answer for the livestock only. Add the answer with the crops. Okay, Vishmi Imal Shah, your answer is correct. 2020 AG note 58, your answer is correct. Okay, I can wait for another 5 minutes. Mitman, okay, correct answer. Nirojan, correct answer. Varjana, correct answer. Okay, I don't know why some people are repeatedly putting the answer. I already read your names, I think. Revatina Fernando, correct answer. Your way of answering also very nice. Ishanti Mohanarajan, okay, correct answer. Divya, correct. Kukadarshini, correct. Sashini, correct. Please don't put the answers for livestock only. Add the answer with the area needed for the crops. That is the final answer. Sashini, correct. Dunya, correct. Oditi Darshan, correct. Salia Samrasinghe, okay, your answer is correct. Okay, fine. Okay, now my question is, what is the available land area for the farmer? Can anyone answer? Can anyone remember the question? What is the area that is already possessed by the farmer? Okay, very good. 0.5 hectare. Now, what is the area that is needed for the cultivation of these crops and for livestock rearing? Total area. Anyone? That is the answer of your question. That's what you have found now. 0.70 hectares. Okay. So the available land area is about 0.5 hectare. The land area that is needed by the farmer is 0.7 hectare. So what can be the solution? What can we do to manage the land area? Did you understand my question? So the farmer is having 0.5 hectare, but he need 0.7 hectare for growing livestock as well as the crops. So he needs some additional land area. How can he manage? Anyone? Very good. Prapurna, Sivasudan. Your answer is correct, but there is some. Okay. Palmia, Sanon. Xavier, your answer is also correct. The best idea is integrated farming. Okay. So integrated farming is the best idea to manage the land. So here in the integrated farming on the same land we can cultivate the crops as well as rear the animals. Okay. So this integrated farming is one of the most important area in your syllabus. Okay. I could able to still remember once in practical exams there was about a question for 40 marks regarding the integrated farming. Okay. And a considerable amount of marks is also allocated for the integrated farming in the theory section also. That's a huge area. You have to have a clear understanding regarding the integrated farming system. So I'm going to play a video, a 20 minutes video. Okay. After that, I will give you some questions. So you have to clearly see the videos and for the discussion portion, I will give some questions regarding the videos. Okay. So the videos was taken in India. So the climate and everything of India is somewhat related to Sri Lanka. So that get a basic idea of integrated farming system, type of integrated farming system, advantages and the possible challenges in the integrated farming system. Your term paper is ready and I'm not sure whether the group 1 or 2, one of the group having the titles regarding the integrated farming system that may be in your group. So it's better clearly observe the video. So okay, I just want you to ask this question and as I could remember the all your practical session has been over and I have to restart the sessions again. So I have to get the permission whether to restart the section again or I will do the revision anyhow. So I'm just waiting for getting permission from the head of the department whether I can start the presentation or give the term paper titles or to do the revisions. Okay. Okay, I just want to get the feedback. What about the subject? Okay, are you feeling any difficulties in these practical sessions or theory sessions? I just want you to ask. You can put in the chat box or you can directly tell to me. What do you feel regarding this subjects or the practical session? Do you want to add anything or do you want to just your opinion? Okay. One person said do revisions as newcomers are okay. Definitely I'll start the revisions, okay? Don't worry about this. Any other comments? Okay, the most comments are about the revisions. Okay, don't worry about that. I will definitely do the revision. You can do it parallelly, okay? 1 hour revisions and 1 hour presentations in term paper. Okay, fine. As I remember, the first class I started immediately, but I just wanted to ask you this question. And what is your ambitions, most of you? Okay, you can put your ambitions on your direct message. I just wanted to know what are the ideas you're having regarding the subject. So not only in animal science, based on all agriculture, before coming to this agriculture field, you all have some ideas regarding the agriculture, you know, and you may have some ambitions that I have to become just like this and that. So I just want you to ask it. So you can put a direct message. You can give them ideas and everything. Because you have to start and focus on your ambitions from now. Okay? Because if you want to become now, actually in coming years, Sri Lankan Agriculture Science examination is going to start. I don't know whether you can participate or not in your time. Sometimes the exam may repeat, but it's a great opportunity for the pass outs from the last year. So if you have an idea regarding SLAS or SLAGS, it is better for you to start now. Okay, many people want to face the government examination like Sri Lankan Agriculture Service or Sri Lankan Foreign Service. A lot of examinations are there. It's just my advice, okay? If you are going to, or if you're focusing on that kind of big examinations, start here. Only graduates can face that kind of examinations. So it's better for you to start now, okay? Allocate your time, okay? I know agriculture studying and completing agriculture degree is also somewhat difficult because the time allocation is really a difficult part, okay? Just try to allocate a certain times after finishing the practicals and everything. Just 1 or 1.5 hours is enough for you if you have that kind of ambitions. And you can focus on some. Okay, I just want to. Okay, 1% farm manager. Okay, good. Administration fields. Right, okay. Fine. Okay, I just want you to give you that advice regarding your career. Very good. 1% have opened up. I want to become a lecturer. Correct. On farm. Very good. Private job. Yes, lecturer. Right. There are many lecturers here. It's my kind advice. Whether I don't know what do you think or not, don't decide your specialization now. Okay, don't. If you have interest in one particular subject, just think if you have interest in animal science, don't decide it now or don't tell anybody that you are going to choose this department up to your third year first semester. Okay, in your third year second semester, you are going to choose your own department or the particular department which you want to do the specialization. Okay, until that point, don't open up that. That's my kind advice. Okay, if you are focusing on one particular subject or if you like one subject, if you want to become a lecturer or in academic staff on a particular subject, try to study hard and focus on the sports also. Okay, and try to enroll in union activities. Okay, there are many juniors which will come up on your final year. student union, and maybe that I have a considerable amount of points. And there are forestry associations also there. And be active always, okay? And don't engage in other kind of activities like ragging or anything. So if you're focusing on the academics, or if you want to become academics, because most of you have put academics, the most important thing is you have to keep up your names. If you destroyed your names in other things like ragging, you can't gain that names, okay? Don't get any black marks. And if it's better to maintain the GPA. Okay. In first year, it's very difficult to understand the subject because of the English problem or language problem. But you can, if you try it hard, you can pick up from the second year onwards. Okay. Sometimes some of the students feel that I am very weak in English, so I can't do well. And there are some people who are doing English very well. So those people can perform. Not like that. Okay. English is not a matter. You can pick up from the second year or the English and you can go on. But first year also important, right? Okay. But you can do some past papers and get an idea regarding the subject. Yes, there are many opportunities in sports also. When you come to uni, you can get to. There are indoor games as well as outdoor games also. Planning sector, correct. Okay. Okay, some people want to do the PhD and lecturer. Okay. Technical advisor for the farmers. Okay. Okay. Many people said that they want to become lecturers, farm managers, and technical advice. For all those people who have said as lecturers, my kind advice: only say as lecturers, not as the lecturer of those particular department. Okay, you decide the department later. I am telling it from my own experience and experience of my seniors. I want to go to Australia for a job. Okay, in Australia there are many farms, and many of our seniors are doing the educations of postgraduates in Australia. Okay. Anyhow, it's my kind advice to focus on the subject. Okay. I just wanted to talk to you. That's why I started that. Okay, now I can play the video. And many people asked about the revisions. Most possibly, I will start the revision from next week. Well, some people said that drawing beats is somewhat difficult. Yes, it's really difficult. I can understand that. But there will not be any questions regarding the drawing in your first year. Okay, nobody is going to ask to draw that breed or this breed for any of your examinations. There is no need for you to draw the breeds in examinations. Okay, only we will display the picture of the breeds and you just want to identify. Okay, please be careful about the color. Okay, with the color only you can identify. Color and structure only you can identify a particular breed. And all this identification will only come on your spot examination. Okay, that means for spot examination within 2 minutes you have to identify the breeds. That's the challenging task. So, but anyhow, for your practicals, you have to draw it. Okay, many people already asked that whether we can take the picture, print the picture, or paste it. That is not allowed. You have to draw it and you have to color it properly. Okay, I think you already have the screenshots and everything of the breeds. Whatever it is, you have to also draw in your practical books. Can you see the slides? Not slides, the video?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. And I think you can understand the English. And please note the types of integrated farming systems that are available that is displayed in the video. Okay.
Despite the rapid economic development in the last few decades, it is projected that the human population of the country will touch 1,370 million by 2030, and to meet the food demand during the period, we have to produce 289 metric tons of food grains.
Okay, don't worry about the years. It's somewhat old video, right? Just focus on what they are saying regarding the integrated farming system.
The present practice of monocropping, namely paddy or sugarcane cultivation, and specialized farming like dairy or commercial poultry may lead to significant production and economic losses for the farmers due to vagaries of weather, limited availability of labor, and fluctuating market potential. Dairy cum fish culture, pig cum fish culture, goat cum fish culture, duck cum fish culture, and poultry cum fish culture. Advantages of integrated livestock farming. Effective recycling of resources and wastelands. Increased productivity and enhanced steady income. Production of balanced food and nutritional security. Solving energy, fuel, and fodder crisis. Avoiding deforestation and conservation of forests. Increased employment generation. In the case of irrigated conditions with adequate water facilities, integration of dairy cum fish culture along with other allied enterprises like piggery, duckery, poultry, crop production, namely paddy or sugarcane, along with vegetable cultivation, is the ideal proposition. A unit of 4 to 5 cows or buffaloes is enough to provide adequate manure for the fish pond of 1 acre. A single healthy cow produces 4,000 to 5,000 kgs of dung and 3,000 to 4,000 liters of urine annually. The green fodder for cattle like Cambo Napier hybrid, sorghum, and Desmanthus can be cultivated near the fish pond or on the bunds. Small duck sheds or cages for housing 15 to 20 ducks may be erected on the farm bunds for effective utilization of droppings by the fishes. The ducks shall be fed with poultry feed and rice bran at the rate of 100 grams of feed per bird per day. Further, the grazing of ducks in fish pond improves the percentage of organic carbon, phosphorus, and potassium level, which improves the productivity of fish and, in addition, supplemental income from sale of duck eggs is derived. A piggery shed shall be erected for housing 10 to 20 fattening piglets near the fish pond and reared for 6 months period, that is, till marketing age of 8 months in 2 batches, and the dung may be channeled into the ponds. In the case of pig-cum-fish culture, the pig dung acts as an excellent fertilizer for fish ponds and the fishes feed the dung directly. Each fully grown pig voids 500 to 600 kgs dung in a year. About 100 to 200 layer birds like white leghorn or native chicken like a seal, Nicobari and Cervidae can be reared in sheds of 20 feet by 20 feet, which will produce litter material adequate enough for vermicompost production or to fertilize 30 cents of pond. The egg layers lay 250 to 300 eggs per year, whereas the desi chicken lay 80 to 100 eggs in a year. By effectively utilizing the droppings of birds, 10,000 eggs and 400 kgs of poultry meat can be produced in a year. Further, vermicompost beds of size 10 feet by 3 feet by 2 feet and biogas units of 2 meter cube may be established in the earmarked area, and the dung obtained from cattle, pigs and poultry shall be utilized for production of vermicompost and biogas. In the case of crop production, long-duration paddy variety, namely Bapatla, Aduturai, or local varieties may be cultivated in 1 acre of land for 2 seasons. Further, vegetables namely brinjal, bhindi, tomato, chilies, moringa may be cultivated in 20 cents of land for harvesting vegetables for own consumption. A separate azola production unit of 20 feet by 4 feet may be established for production and feeding of cattle, poultry and freshwater fishes. The paddy straw obtained after paddy harvest shall be utilized as dry fodder for feeding dairy cattle and also as a base material for production of mushroom bags for oyster or milk mushroom production. To facilitate cross-pollination in plants and for deriving supplemental income, apiary unit containing 4 to 5 honeybee boxes may be installed in the earmarked land for harvesting 7 to 8 kgs honey per year as a supplemental income. To generate more income, ornamental fish unit in cement tanks may also be established for rearing ornamental fishes like guppies, mollies, goldfish, Oscar, angelfish and marketed locally. An initial capital of 3 to 5 lakhs is needed for establishing 2.5 acres of integrated livestock farming, depending upon the enterprises integrated in the earmarked area. The estimated expenditure for crop, vegetable, fodder cultivation, dairy, piggery, poultry and fish culture may be to a tune of 2 to 3 lakhs per hectare per year. About 6,000 kgs of milk can be obtained from 5 to 6 cows and buffaloes, and the farm fresh milk can be sold directly to households at Rs 40 per litre, thus generating revenue of minimum of 2 lakhs. Around 2,000 kgs of freshwater fishes, namely rohu, katla and grass carp, can be harvested and sold at Rs 100 per kg of fish fetching income of 1 to 2 lakh rupees. A standard income of 1 lakh rupees may be obtained by sale of farm fresh eggs every year. Likewise, a minimum of rupees 90,000 to 1 lakh may be obtained by sale of 15 fattened pigs at 8 months of age. In the case of crop and vegetable cultivation, a sum of 1 lakh rupees may be obtained from crop and vegetable harvest per year. Thus, a total revenue of 6 to 7 lakh rupees may be generated per year from 2.5 acres of land in a typical integrated livestock farming under irrigated conditions. In the case of dry land conditions, sheep and goat farming, along with other income-generating enterprises, is the pragmatic solution. Agroforestry, along with backyard poultry, turkey, quail, rabbit, and homestead vegetable garden may be established in addition to sheep or goats and freshwater fish production. Further, vermicompost, azolla, and apiary units may also be established for supplemental income generation. About 30 to 40 sheep and goats shall be housed in sheds under semi-intensive system. An adult goat discharges 100 to 140 kgs of excreta per month, and the same may be utilized for manuring 1 acre of fish pond or for production of vermicompost. About 1 to 2 tons of fish per acre per year may be harvested from the fish ponds. An agroforestry model shall be established in 1 acre of land. The earmarked land may be planted with fruit trees like guava, sapota, pomegranate, with spacing of 10 by 10 meter on the boundaries and earmarked areas under drip irrigation. Further, fodder trees namely agatti, subabul, gliricidia, and mulberry may be established with a spacing of 2 by 2 meter in 2 rows. Thus, a total of 6 to 8 tons of green fodder per tree leaves may be harvested and fed to sheep and goats from the earmarked area. A total of 500 desi chicken shall be reared in thatched sheds of 50 feet by 20 feet along with free range area of 20 cents for effective feeding of insects and worms. Each desi chicken under backyard produces approximately 20 to 30 grams of droppings per day, which can be utilized for vermicompost production. The desi chicken lay 80 to 100 eggs in a year, which fetches good returns in the local market. A small unit of 10 to 20 turkeys or 200 to 300 quails may be reared in cages or sheds. The turkeys attain 3 to 4 kgs at marketing age of 5 to 6 months and can be sold during festive seasons. The Japanese quails shall be reared in cages and may be marketed at 35 days of age when they attain a weight of 200 grams. Further, 10 to 12 rabbits may be raised under cages and may be marketed at 3 to 4 months of age for meat purpose. To generate more income, vermicompost unit, apiary unit, and ornamental pet bird units may be established within the same area of land. With regard to the revenue, 30 young sheep or goats weighing 500 to 600 kgs will be ready for marketing every year, and each goat will be sold at the rate of rupees 200 to 250 per kg of live weight, thus generating a revenue of 1 to 1.2 lakhs. Around 1,500 to 2,000 kgs of freshwater fishes, namely rohu, katla, can be harvested in 1 acre per year and sold at rupees 100 per kg of fish, thus generating an income of rupees 1 lakh. By rearing 500 desi chickens, 30 to 40,000 eggs and 600 kgs of poultry meat can be produced every year and sold in the local market. The revenue generated from backyard poultry will be 2 to 3 lakhs per annum. Further, revenue of 50,000 to 60,000 rupees may be obtained from sale of turkeys and Japanese quails. The rabbit unit will also generate revenue of 60,000 to 70,000 rupees per year. In the case of horticultural unit of Horti Silver Pasture Enterprise, a sum of rupees 1 lakh may be generated by harvesting and sale of fruits like guava, sapota and pomegranate per year from the second year onwards. Thus, a total revenue of 5 to 6 lakhs may be obtained per year from 2.5 acres of land in dry land integrated farming.
Okay, that's very important video. Okay, sometimes the price which is mentioned, there may be little variations on the farm, but the overall concept of the video is very important. Okay, you will have about 5 to 6 questions from this video only. Okay, I'm repeating. You'll have about 5 to 6 questions for your quiz examinations or your sport examination from this video. Okay, there is lot of details in the video. Okay, if you noted, and this video is also available in YouTube. Okay, I will not give the link. If you search, you can get it very easily. Okay, there's large number of details. Okay, not all the details are needed, but there are some main points. Okay, the advantages and how much the revenue you can approximately gain from the integrated farming systems, the type of, very importantly, the type of integrated farming systems. All these details you must definitely know. Okay, with this we can end up this class, and from the next class onwards, the revisions will be started. Okay, I will start the revision from the next class. Okay, thank you.